Hello, I wanted to show you how, as a teacher, you can set up your Perusall for your students to use. It's relatively straightforward and just requires a few steps. The first step would be go to the Perusall website, which is perusall.com, P-E-R-U-S-A-L-L, P-E-R-U-S-A-L-L, perusall.com. Log in with a Google account. I think mine might log straight in. No, here we go. So sign in with Google. I recommend using your Fort Worth ISD Google account just so you don't have to remember any new passwords. Once you've done that, you will create a new course. So click on course. I want to create a course link for students to access directly at perusall.com or integrated with the learning management system. So I do directly at perusall.com. So let's have the course name something interesting like test course. You do not have to necessarily do the institution, I don't think. Let's go back and find out if that's the case. The course start date we could just set for today, and then everything just went blank on my screen. Okay, so here we go. Course end date, I'm just going to have it go to, let's say, the middle of August. Enrollment estimate 20 students, maybe change that to 40. Hopefully you don't have many more than 40. And save changes. Let's see if it'll do that without the institution. No, it does require the institution. So pass, scroll. Oh, let's go through there. Wonderful. So save those changes, and now we have a new course called Test Course. There is a password for students, a course code for students to use. So when the students arrive to the course, they'll be asked to enroll in a course, and I can show you that step in just a moment. In the meantime, you will need to put some things in your library. This is relatively easy, but it can be a bit time-consuming if you have a large PDF. What we've done in physics is we have used the OpenStax textbooks, which are free PDFs of textbooks. We download those to our computer and then upload them to Perusall. Any PDF that you have can be uploaded. It's easiest to do this from the computer. So I would recommend getting a PDF on your computer somehow. It could be an entire textbook or some document you want your students to read. And then you will upload from there. So let's see if I have a good PDF on my, let's see, yes. So I have a propeller design project that I'm doing in one of my classes. So you can see that this is being uploaded right now. We can also do a video. Any video that you want, you would just cut and paste the URL from a YouTube video, for example, in here, and it will upload a video into Perusall for them to use. I've also found a relatively new feature of this is a web page. So you could take any web page online, and it will take a static picture of the web page. That is, it won't be clickable or dynamic, but treat it as capture it as a PDF and upload it to this so your students can annotate a web page. And I have been asking my students to work on that as well, and it's pretty interesting. So while we're waiting for this assignment, this document to fill up, I'm going to go back to my courses and to show you when the students log in, you'd want to have them click enroll in course. So if we click enroll in course, then they would need that course code that's available, type in that course, and then they would get to go to the course that we had. So that course code comes right here on your teacher account. Get students enrolled. You can also find it when you click on the student tab across the top. Let's see how that document's doing. It hasn't quite gotten there yet. So let me see, maybe I'll find a smaller PDF document. Let's see, I was copying from another course. So you can copy material from another course as well. Sorry about this. Let's see. we could use this document. This will work. This is one of the worksheets I have. It's a much shorter document. You can see what it's doing is it's making the documents clickable and recognizing all the different fonts on there, so it can take a while for it to upload. Tell you what, let's pretend that it's uploaded already. It does take a while. And we'll go into my engineering course and we'll pretend we're creating a new assignment. So I'm going to click on Add Assignment. I'm going to show you where that is. Across this top tab, we have a library. That's where we add new documents. Assignments, where you create new assignments, and Students, where you can check and see who's involved in the course. So under Assignments, I can add an assignment and ask which content do you want to assign. So I click on this, and it basically reveals the entire library here. So I have a document, I've got videos, and I have web pages. So let me do this example of this web page. I think this is an interesting one. Then we go to the next step. Of course, it's a submission deadline, so I've made my due date October 25th. The assignment name is going to be Steam Turbine, and no special instructions for students, although you could. Right now, the annotations you can set to 5. You can decide when the students will get to see the document, so I'll just pick today. And down here, you get to decide if the assignment is anonymous, and that's what I've been typically using, making it anonymous to each other so students don't know who's making which comments. And now that new assignment is available for the students to go in and use. Let me also show you how the settings work here. If you click on the settings in here, you can change the name of the course, change the start and end date. We can also change the scoring. And scoring is something you may want to play with a little bit. You get to decide here how many annotations you're expecting them to do in scoring. So I've set it for 5. I've also set that a poor comment will get 0, a medium comment will get a 75, and a high quality comment will get 100. I've also said do not allow responses for credit past the deadline. So in other words, when it's due, it is due. It doesn't score late annotations. I'm giving a 10% penalty for students not going all the way around the document from beginning to end. We can set all of these opening assessment targets. So if they actually open it up and don't even do anything, they can earn up to 20%. If they read through the document, based on how much time they're spending through the document, they get other points here. Active reading points. Getting responses. So if students get a response from another student by asking a question, they can boost their score. That happens 10% each time, up to 50%. Again, all of these can be set. Upvoting is a student gets upvoted, like, oh, that's a great comment, I'm going to give them a like almost. It's called upvoting here. And they get 5% up to 25% for that. If they actually upvote other people, they can get 1%. So I haven't made any of those changes, but we click on Save Changes. So that's how they get scored. And you can kind of play around with that until students are doing more of what you're interested in. I'll remind you that when the students look at this, that they get to see what their actual score is. And they click on My Scores, and they can literally see what their score is on each assignment, all the way up to when it's due, so they can keep improving their score by improving the quality of their comments and interacting with each other. Really no excuse for the students not to do well on this. They're interacting with each other, making these comments. And I've enjoyed doing this when students are together in class. That's actually been kind of interesting to watch. They'll interact with each other sitting across the room. But now in our virtual environment, it works really well also. I think that's about it. I've talked way too long on this, but if you have any more questions, please let me know. Mr. Bishop is the one who deserves full credit for this. He knows much more about it than I do. He's the one who introduced me to it. We've been using it in physics for about 2.5 years now, and I feel pretty confident about it.